this is how you are, and these are your toxic traits.
every one of them.
Did you, in your head, like, for the next relationship, was like, okay, well, now that's in my back of my pocket. I know that's what I do. So let me get myself out of this cycle. And now my next relationship is gonna look different because I'm moving different.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't willing to change my ways and my lifestyle, how I believe
but
things.
ultimately, toxic behavior is derived from just a defense mechanism.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like, you're trying to protect yourself.
You don't understand.
Not always.
No, Jordy, the thing is, I know what I'm doing wrong. Like Rico said, you know what you're doing wrong. After a while, after like 4, you should know what you're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is, I just wasn't ready to change that. If every relationship I go to, they be like, you know what, you don't trust. You know what, you don't open up. And I go to the next one, I'm like, oh, you bugging. I know I trust, and I know I think that. And I go to the next one, I do the same thing.
Danny, would that be your same reaction after 7 failed relationships?
No, because I've been know I'm the problem, but the thing is I know I don't trust for real in life, but in my mind, I'm not willing to change that. Now I'm more like, okay, maybe I should be more open-minded. Maybe I should try and do this. You know, maybe I should speak about my feelings. Maybe I should tell them, man, I love you for the first time. You get what I'm saying? Maybe I should just do that and see how they feel. So at the end of the day, Rico is right, because at the end of the day, people know when they're not, just like you know when you're toxic.
Question. So let's kind of move the conversation along. So I want to, because we touched on this earlier, but I feel like there's a movement right now. You talk about this all the time. There's a movement about men having a safe space to talk. And I feel like maybe you and your friends are probably a little bit different from a lot of other men who don't feel like, well, I'm going to say this from personal experience. My personal experience, I feel like, and this is with men I've dated, my brother, cousins, my daddy, like a lot of men just don't broach certain conversations because they don't want all the extra that comes with the conversation. They really just want somebody to sit and listen and digest and change direction. I think that's what we all want when we communicate. But I feel like men believe that women have a very hard time sitting, listening, digesting, taking that and changing directions. So I want you guys to kind of talk about men having a safe space and why men don't communicate because they don't feel like they have the safe space.
Can I go first? Because I'm already gonna be on the opposite side of you. I personally think, all right, I'll be honest with you. I also believe depending on where you grow up will also dictate the type of men you're around. Down south, men are a lot more lenient than up north. This is like almost a fact.
Lenient with respect to what?
Lenient and letting things go, being more nonchalant, being more, laid back. Up here, we are known to be more direct and upfront. That's what the tri-state area is known to be. This is where I grew up. I'm speaking about New Jersey. This is where I grew up, and the people that I've been around, all of them, from the ones that were my acquaintances and my friends and ones that were my friends. It's not even about not feeling that there's a safe space because of a headache. We don't even care about the headache because all of us are like, yo, this is what I want. And it's really gonna be this, it's either gonna be this or you're gonna be not. I personally believe that right now, especially with my age group and my age bracket of women, they are more so independent that they don't care to listen, which is cool. It's respectable if that's what you wanna do. So, but as in retrospect, when it's all said and done, you're gonna have a domino effect of a bunch of failed relationships because you weren't listening, or maybe, well, in this case, I should say, if you have 8 failed relationships, it's 9 times out of 10 because you're not listening or you're not receptive to listening. What I believe is you are not too toxic for love, even if you have all 8 traits of being toxic that we just announced, or even more, if and only if you absolutely value love, right? Because when you value love, you will do anything to change, to be in love or be with somebody that you love. The only thing that I can honestly say, and speaking for myself, I never gave a fuck about love. I never gave a fuck about getting married. I never gave a fuck about really keeping a relationship because I knew I could always have a female. It's not hard for me. So my toxic behaviors lasted so long because I didn't care for love. Until the one person that came in my life and actually gave me peace and showed me that, yo, you know what? Love is something to look forward to having. Now I took a step back. I started to realign and readjust some of my behaviors. It's a work in progress, right? But at the same time, now I actually value love to a certain extent where I'm willing to change because I care about love. We got a bunch of people who don't care about love, and they think that they could find love. They think that they could find love or find the same love in the next person. Yo, me and Amanda don't work out. It's okay. There's another one. And I think I'm going to get the same love over there. But realistically, you'll never get past that threshold of love until you value love enough to self-reflect and change yourself for love.
I disagree. I disagree. I disagree. Now, Danny, you've been going.
Go ahead.
I disagree. Oliver, Luke, disagree. It's more than just love. Some of the points Rico said, I disagree, but I agree with some points. Here's my viewpoint. You can't be too toxic for love. You can't be too toxic even for a friendship. You have to self-reflect and realize, like, yo, what is going on here? Why can't get close to this thing that I'm feeling, this thing that I want? I am too toxic. This bag is too heavy for me to carry. So until I've worked out on myself, figuratively and, physically, I can now lift these bags. I can now, get acclimated in love. But loving myself says you can't be too toxic. You can get in front of your own way for you to get to your own blessings. So yeah, you can't be too toxic.
Yeah, but when you love...
But love, it takes more than just love, right? Because everybody knows in a relationship, it's more than just love. That's good, but it takes more than to love to propel and to continue. Yeah, and these other moving parts. But that's it.
But
I
agree with you. No, I agree. That's what I was going to say. Okay. But I'm like, I agree with you, Oliver, because I feel like we had a conversation, me, Alan, we had this conversation where I feel like I don't feel like I could be loved. And then they're like, why you don't feel like you deserve love? I'm like, I don't ever feel like I deserve love. And you remember we had that conversation, they're like, oh no, then you can't think like that. But that's how I've been thinking. I don't ever feel, I feel like, oh, love always hurt and I don't feel like I deserve love. So I always do my own, yeah, you hug me, remember? And I always say that, and that's toxic for somebody to sit there and be like, you know what? I don't feel like I deserve love. So somebody like that is very toxic.
You realize that is your problem, right? So what are you doing? And this is what Rico was saying. What are you doing, or what are you doing, or what have you done to combat that?
Right now, what am I doing? Right now, I'm trying to trust. I don't trust nobody. Nobody that I date. Only person I trust is my family and my close friends. I don't ever trust no man that I date. So I'm trying to believe, or this man could actually love me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to really believe that, and I'm trying to open up to guys. Like, a man will sit there and tell me everything. I love you. I want to do this for you. I'm there for you. Let's be together. And I look at him like, in my head, it's so messed up. Or you're lying. Ain't no way you love me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep having sex with you because it's fun, but I know you don't give. Like that's.
So what are you doing?
Well, right now I'm trying to be more open, trying to open, like
So what are you doing to
be more open with my feelings? I've been trying to be more open with my feelings, trying to trust somebody who could actually care for me instead of just me denying it. Oh, there's no way he loves me.
Danny, can I tell you something?
Okay.
And this is going back to what we were saying, and this is something that they actually said is that doing things cold turkey is actually one of the most ineffective ways to be successful in overcoming that problem. Short story, right? And this is just to kind of give you an idea of doing things in increments, right? For a year and a half, I did not curse. I did not say any curse words. I started off by trying to limit myself for 10 curse words a day. Once I can complete that for 14 days, I knocked it down to 5. It took me about 2 months, and then I did not curse for about maybe 11 or 12 months after that. But it took time, and it took practice, and I didn't just say I'm not gonna curse on the next day. It's 9 times out of 10 never gonna happen that way. So just going out and saying, yo, I don't feel like I deserve to be loved, I'm gonna just try to trust you. That's not going to be, the odds are that is not gonna be effective. You have to find something that's going to make you and allow you to take that first initial step. It could be a slow step. Sometimes slow and steady wins the race. You know what I'm saying? But you can't just dive in and think it's gonna change automatically. You're gonna end up repeating the cycle, and next thing you know it, you could be 45, 50 years old, still repeating that same cycle and just now getting it.
Well, Danny, I wanna say that I think that no one is too toxic for love. Like, I was actually kind of on the fence, like hearing Rico, hearing Oliver. I was kind of on the fence with how I felt about it, but there are people like Danny that feel like they don't deserve love because of their personality, because of their actions. And we all know Danny. Danny will sit down on this couch and be like, I'm fucked up in the head. I'm fucked up in the head. Like, she says that all the time. And to think that she doesn't deserve to be loved, that's crazy to me, because like we've all been saying, take accountability of your actions, want to change. And if that's how you feel inside, like if you want to change, if you want to like figure out, look at the steps. Look at the traits of toxicity. Like, point out what you think that you have, like what you obtain, try to work on it. Like, you do deserve love, no matter whether you hold 2 traits on there, 4 traits, all 8, like you deserve love no matter what. So take accountability for how you're toxic and want to change, and look for the steps in order to do so.
And want love.
I think, honestly, the point you brought up is very relatable. I think it's very relatable and it's very reasonable, because you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna trust him. You're not gonna just trust him. You're not, you do have to do things in incremental steps so that it becomes a habit. Because how long is it? 2 weeks to become a habit, or 14 days? Is it 14 or 21? Okay, so let's just say it's 21 days for something to become a habit.
14 days to get in shape.
You're not just gonna, like, you literally have to take it like those incremental steps. You have to take it one day at a time, because all you're gonna do, like Rico said, is end up back where you were. So I feel like really that's something that we should talk about. Like, what is a small step that you took in realizing that you're toxic, and realizing that you got fucked up ways, and realizing that you're, not the person that you wanna be? Like, what have you done incrementally to make it happen?
Danny, I actually completely understand you when you say like that feeling of you not deserving love, or like that idea of like you don't deserve love. Because I honestly feel like that is something that I just got over personally. And honestly, before all the crystals and the self journey and yoga, before all that shit, I was like breaking hearts and just like.
You aware?
Breaking hearts?
Yeah.
She's saying it.
Were you aware of you breaking hearts?
Oh, yes, of course, yeah. Oh. I realized that it was a...
Okay, I just want to say that you... Never mind, go ahead.
No, yeah, I realized I was breaking hearts because I was actively making choices that were disrespecting other people's boundaries, even if they openly told me that's what their boundary was. And it was kind of like I was trying to push that button and see how many times I could push that button until that button's not there anymore. And it was on that basis of like, can I trust you? Can I trust you? I'm gonna keep doing this and keep doing this, until you kind of disappear. And it took me a very like long time to even get a grip over the fact that like, yeah, I was actively making the choice to hurt people. And it sucked. Ultimately now, I can say right now, it sucked. And I had to reach out to some of like the past people that I actually did hurt and kind
apologize.
Yeah, literally. I hit this dude up, one of my high school sweethearts, and I was like, yo, like, I just want to tell you, like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry, because all the trauma that I instilled in myself while providing you trauma, like shit, now that we're 21, damn, trusting someone is really hard, and even taking that first step. And it was to the point where like the conversation ended up really well, and he was just like, damn, like the fact that you even hit me up about this, like the old Jordan, I would have never even assumed that you were just about to talk to me about this, And it really is that progression of like taking accountability, understanding that you have a problem, understanding that you have a choice to take accountability and to grow and be better.
And wanting.
Yeah, and not necessarily just wanting love with another person. I honestly started this journey just because I did not love myself. I wanted to love myself. I felt like if I didn't deserve love from another person, then shit, if I want to love myself, straight up. And then naturally, that's when I ended up finding other habits, I guess 21 days of showing love to other people, that naturally, I do have this very like hopeful mindset when it does come to love, and understanding that it is just unhealed trauma. Mm-hmm. And it is us just being very defensive about opening up about this trauma to ourselves. and just moving forward. So like, honestly, I'm sending you all like peace and abundance. You've got this shit, girl. Like, come on now. You deserve love.
Sorry for me, like I said something.
No,
so
I don't feel
wrong.
sorry for you because like I have faith in you that you can grow and prosper to not only love yourself but love other people, just because I know we are all here capable.
And this is me speaking just to like kind of get you to understand what I'm really saying, is when I say that you're not too toxic for love, that means you're not too toxic to ever get love if you want love bad enough. I'm a firm believer that anybody in this world who ever wanted something, they went and they sought it out.
Some things are just difficult, Rico.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's not difficult,
mentally.
but it's all right. It took a lot for me to realize my problem, and then it took for me to lose a lot to correct my problem. So you don't believe that you deserve to be loved, but why? And I don't want to hear anything that's general. I need specific reasons why you personally feel you don't deserve to be loved.
I never felt wanted. From growing up, going to school, from coming here and not speaking English, from liking boys not liking me back because I wasn't their look. People did not start wanting me until I become this social media person. So I never really felt wanted. I never really felt like somebody really liked me. I always felt rejected, you know what I'm saying? So when people started wanting me, out of nowhere, I have like
that ain't real.
DMs.
That ain't real.
It's kind of like it messed with my head. Like, how come when I was younger, y'all never wanted me? You know, y'all teased me. Y'all never, you know, I like so many guys, and they're just like, you sound like you have a speech problem. It was so much. So I never really, after a while, I just kind of like, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna become the it girl. When I went to college, I become the it girl. You know what I'm saying? When I went to social media, it was to become the it girl. So I could feel this popularity, but just because you have popularity in your head, your mindset doesn't change. You could date 1 million people if your head is messed up within that. You know, I was bullied since I was 6 years old. I have a speech impediment since I was 5. You know what I'm saying? I've been bullied my whole life. The way I speak, I was in Haiti, I was speaking the same. When I was in Haiti, you thought I was from France because my speech was so blurry. I didn't start speaking English until I was 10. I came here, I'm like, okay, it's a new start. I still got bullied. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to fit in. So it's not until like people recognize, you know what? Like, you know, I'm older now, you know, they're embracing, you know, being bullied for being Haitian, being bullied for this, dating guys, and it's kind of like, I never felt like they really liked me. You know, I never really could trust them because people always make me feel like, you know, like a reject. So in my head, everything I went on, well, even if I had that face, like, yeah, whatever, but I still had that. It's still like, you know, your childhood trauma, I feel like is the worst thing to get away from, you know what I'm saying? So being that I dealt with that for like 18, 19 years, so like now it's kind of like, why do you even really like me? You know what I'm saying? Even if they try. So this is why I probably even feel like I'm so messed up with people. I deal with people and I do this, do that, to just push them away myself.
You ever told any of them that to help it? Like, let's say if I'm trying to talk to you, you ever told anyone?
I'm not the best at opening up. I don't trust when people be like, somebody be like, I love you. I'm like, I just don't ever believe it. And this is why I go and do messed up shit to them and do whatever, because I never even, you know, no matter how much you say you want me, I'm not going to believe it. I'm like, okay. I'm just like, okay, sure. Okay, yeah, you know. So that's why I even never told somebody I love you, because I don't ever feel like it's real, like, you know, so that is me. I'm working on it now.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, here we go, peeling back the layers. Knowing that, what are you doing or what can you do to
begin the process?
Yeah, to begin the process, because it's like, so you realize the problem.
Yeah, for sure.
But what can you do, or what are you doing?
I mean, I was trying to open now, like, now.
No. What are you doing to be open?
Okay, that's what I'm saying, like, just like trying to trust people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might see, somebody just might really love me. Like, even my cousin be like, oh, you're a really cool person. You think people don't love you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, people that I'm around, like once to know me is to love me. I believe that, you know what I'm saying? So my cousin and my friend be like, my cousin and my friend, my close friend knows that. They're like, you really believe that? People go crazy over you. Like, you make people laugh. You know, at first that probably was a problem, but now people embrace you. It's good to be different. It's good to be that. So I'm just working on just loving me and, you know, like fight my own demons. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this was the past. Okay, I am different. Okay, I sound different. So all that I'm working on, that's making it easier, you know what I'm saying, to just embrace other people.
After all of that has happened, you became the it girl. And being the it girl is actually even harder to trust people because you're it. You don't know whose intentions are what. So I can understand why it's even harder now than it probably was before, because now you just added more to it, right? But the one recommendation that I'm gonna give you, and this is just from me to you, because this is what helped me, you know, and maybe it could help you. You gotta find some women who are being loved by their man the way that you would think is the appropriate way, and learn from their relationships and keep them around. Because for me, I had to be around men that were better than me for me to learn from them. So what I'm trying to recommend for you is try to get around some women that are living the lifestyle as a family or in a relationship and that's getting the love that you believe is love in some capacity, and learn from them, so then that way you can know what to look for yourself. Because it's even harder probably for you now than it was before when it comes to trusting.
I wanted to ask you.
Well, I should never said that.
No, I got nothing else to say.
What?
No, if it's too honestly, no, if
I got
it's too
nothing else to
heavy,
say.
if it's too
It is
heavy,
bombard. I mean, I think we're good now.
No, I feel like it's just like a yes or no. But do you feel like your struggles with trusting, like, they vary based on the person that, like, you're trying to trust? Like, let's say it's not like on a relationship spectrum. Like, let's say trusting a man, that's obviously like a whole other, you throwing yourself out there in the water. But then, like, let's say another female, like, y'all just meet and you have your close friends already, but like, are you still like, you feel undeserving of love, like if you were to start like a new friendship? You know what I mean?
I mean, with friendship, it's kind of different, but I also feel like a lot of friends that it kind of bring me back to what it was, because I feel like a lot of friends just use me for what they want. You know, they want to be around me because they know if they want me, they're going to be doing good. They're going to, you know what I'm saying? So this trust thing, a lot of people don't trust. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one that don't trust. A lot of people have trust issues. That's probably the biggest issue in a relationship, is to trust somebody actually care for you, to trust somebody that's actually going to be faithful, to trust somebody that's actually going to be there for you. Because people could say things, but are they really, do they really mean what they say? I could say, I love you. I could easily be like, oh, babe, I love you. Like, but do I really mean it? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just learning to really, like, you know, maybe someone actually might mess with me. Maybe what he does, I feel like just not being able to trust. I feel like he kind of killed me, because I feel like even my cousin be like, you got so much love to give, like, you know what I'm saying? And you feel like that messed me up, because you love people that knows me, you know I love like hard. We in Aquarius, like we love very hard. So when people close to me knows that, they're like, that's so messed up, because you're such a good person. And I know it kills you inside. It do kill me inside, because I'm like, damn, I have so much love to give, but I just like, I don't want to just give it to the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why I cheat all the time. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. You know, so that's messed up, because not feeling like they make you do a lot of messed up things to people, you know? That make you not get, like, when you feel like you're not deserving of love, that make you become a bigger cheater, a careless person. You know, like, that make you become this person that you're not even that person, but you just don't care. So if you don't care, but the other person gonna look at you as this bad person, but you just really have your own issue you're dealing with. So I'm just working on that right now. So but it took me a while to realize that was the issue. But lately I've just been, you know, trying to be like, stay grounded.
Okay, guys, so we're going to wrap up. I just want to ask everyone on set right now, what would you suggest for anyone in Danny's situation for healing? I personally my best suggestion, this would actually just be for myself, but is to distance myself. I do a lot of writing when I need to like do self-healing, so I have a journal. So I distance myself from friends, not specifically family, because I like my family around, but I'll distance myself from going out, being around my friends, and I do a lot of journaling. How about you, Erin?
Therapy. You need to have somebody you can talk to. Like, I feel like when it comes to therapy, there's different types of therapy. And I think there's different seasons. So I think sometimes you just want to talk. You want to talk to somebody who's not going to run their mouth. I'm serious. Like, I'm not a very open person. So a lot of times right now, my season with my therapist is just listening. I know you can't say nothing. Just listen to what I'm saying. I don't need you to yes man, yes ma'am me, yes man me, whatever. Like, just listen and let me dump on you.
I say accountability. You sit there, self-reflect, what I did wrong, what I allowed, what I won't allow anymore, and okay, what are the steps I'm gonna do to get there? If it's therapy, if it's taking a spa, that's it. Accountability and self-reflection.
I actually absolutely agree with Amanda and Oliver, the journaling and the self-reflection. I also do, personally, myself, that helped me, especially now. I did this shit this morning. I do morning affirmations. I just take like 2 to 3 minutes to decide just to remind myself that like truly I am worthy. I'm worthy of love, I'm worthy of wealth, I'm worthy of abundance. And as long as you have that mindset that you are deserving of everything, then you're gonna reap all the benefits, I promise.